The seventh installment of the legendary Scream franchise has been officially announced, with the first trailer released on Halloween Eve, 6 months before the premiere, creating anxious anticipation among fans of the genre. Since the original film's release in 1996, the Scream series has remained a benchmark for slasher films, setting cultural benchmarks in cinema and pop culture. The new film takes place in a quiet town where Sidney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell, attempts to start a new life away from the nightmares of her past. However, the peace is shattered by the emergence of a new killer known as Ghostface. Sidney's daughter becomes the next target, and she is forced to revisit long-held horrors to protect her family and put an end to a series of murders. The seventh installment sees the return of key actors Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers, and David Arquette as Dewey Riley. They are joined by Mason Gooding, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and new faces who bring fresh storylines and tension. The film's screenplay was written by Guy Busiek and James Vanderbilt, the writers of Scream 7. The story begins in Woodsboro but then unfolds in Pine Grove, and with the departure of Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera, the narrative shifts to Sidney and her daughter, heightening the film's drama and emotional intensity. The director Kevin Williamson, the screenwriter of the original film, is directing a project for the first time in his career. Scream 7 premieres on February 26, 2026, and promises to immerse audiences in the terrifying atmosphere that has become the hallmark of the franchise.